Hello everybody, I'm SnipingIsFun. In my next video I'm going to be bringing you guys today, my third one I'm going to be bringing you guys today, I'm going to finally give out my predictions on E3 for Sony, Microsoft, and Nintendo. Mainly Nintendo, but I will include Sony and Microsoft in there. Just my small predictions, and that's about it. You know, like I did last year, I gave early predictions, but I didn't give like predictions like closer to the show. And then the year before that, I gave like predictions a couple days before. But I think we have like E3 in about a week. So yeah, this is perfect timing this year actually. Let's start off with Microsoft. They're going to be showing, based off what I've been hearing more people predicting, they're going to be probably showing more Kinect stuff. Someone even said maybe they'll do like another like Sesame Street game. I don't know. They'll probably be showing Fable the Journey, and that maybe Dragon Ball Z, the Dragon Ball Z Kinect game will be there. Outside of Kinect, it's probably going to be. People always say Halo 4. Halo 4 is going to be there. And isn't it usually like Microsoft that has like Call of Duty on there? Because people, I think, was it Nintendo Wheelover or someone said, someone who's predicted already has already stated that I think they're the ones that usually always have Call of Duty on this thing, so they're probably going to be the one that has Call of Duty during their conference. And I really don't know what else they would say, because I really don't know many other Microsoft franchises. I don't think we're going to be seeing a new Forza unless they do a Kinect Forza. It'd be kind of interesting, I think. And we're not going to be seeing a new Gears anytime soon unless they really are pushing, oh, we're going to do Gears of War 4! Which probably is going to happen one day. Probably not this year, but probably next year. Because they're probably going to push Halo this year and probably have Gears next year. I don't know. Or maybe they're going to hold Gears for 720. I don't know. And on to the 720 thing, I don't know. People say that like Sony won't be showing PS4 and Microsoft won't be showing 720, but I have a feeling one of them are going to be doing something about their new system. But I don't know which one will, though. Probably Microsoft will probably be the first one to jump on that and start talking about theirs. I don't really think Sony at this point really can. But let's back to Microsoft. What other franchise could they talk about? I don't know. I really can't talk much about Microsoft. I really don't know much of what they're actually going to have on for their things. There's going to be Kinect games. There's going to be Halo 4. There's going to be Call of Duty. Outside of that, I really don't know. It's kind of hard to talk about theirs when I really don't know. I'm not that big a fan of Microsoft. I've owned the original Xbox, and I've played my cousin's 360, my friend's 360, and my other friend's 360. But I really haven't, played the I've never owned a 360. But I think that's probably what they're mainly going to do. They're going to do Halo, Call of Duty, and like basically connect with like Dragon Ball Z and like Fable the Lost Journey, and there's going to be some other surprises there probably with Kinect. Maybe they'll have another game that randomly has a Kinect dance thing, include like Star Wars. Maybe Dragon Ball Z. Have Dragon Ball Z Kinect have a dance-off. See Goku and Vegeta and all that dancing. Now that would be hilarious. That would be funny. And actually kind of interesting too. Maybe it could happen. I don't know. And when we get on to Sony, they'll have the new God of War Ascension game. The Last of Us probably will show up. They will have that Sony All-Stars Smash Bros. Rip-Off game, and like I'm actually looking forward to that game, like the Smash Bros. Rip-Off Sony All-Stars Battle Royale thing. I'm looking, especially if they can get Jack and Daxter in there, because that's like pretty much the character I would actually use. Like I'm looking forward to playing that game. Is it still a rip-off? It sure is. But I'm actually still interested in trying it out. They'll probably have the new Sly Cooper 4 in there, whatever it's called. And maybe they'll have some move games. I really don't know. maybe they could surprise us with Jak 4. That's too much. That's too much to hope for. That's too much. Too much for Sony to handle there. I would love it though. I would like if they could actually bring out Jak 4. I would like to play it. But what else do they actually have that they could show? Third-party games that they have coming. Maybe more on maybe they'll show Ni no Kunai for the PS3. I don't know for sure. That'd be something interesting to show because that's coming out, and I'm actually looking forward to that too. Especially Studio Ghibli RPG. It's going to be interesting. Then when it comes to the Vita, they're going to have to show Vita games like crazy. They're going to have to say, oh, we're going to have a whole lot of games from now, like Tony Rende said, a whole lot of games from now until the end of the year into next year, especially for holiday season, to push that system because they really need to push Vita like more than it is being pushed now. And there's that, isn't there like a Tales game or something for it? Bring that over. Bring it over. Give the Vita fans some RPGs to play. I mean, you guys gave PSP fans a lot of RPGs. You might as well give it to Vita as well. And when it comes to PSP, I still think they might have some PSP games there. There's probably some PSP games still coming, but they're probably going to mainly focus on the Vita. And they're going to have to show games. Whatever they have for Vita, you know, maybe not Uncharted, maybe a Ratchet and Clank for the Vita would be interesting. I think that's probably one thing they put on there, or Jak and Daxter on the Vita, or you know, something that would grab them. And when it comes to Sony in general, I think one thing they should be doing is bringing back another one of their old franchises, because that's one thing I think Sony needs to do a few more times, is bring back a couple more of their older franchises, because that's kind of like, they brought back Twisted Metal like this year, and they bring back franchises here and there, but I think, what franchises could they easily bring back? They had an Ape Escape game on the Move. Just bring back an Ape Escape game for PS3, a normal Ape Escape game for PS3, a normal Ape Escape game for Vita. Or you can bring, you know, of course, Jak and Daxter, like I said, or Cool Borders, or Jet Moto, or Medieval, which I think there's a Medieval game on the Move, but I don't know if that's actually related or not. If it's actually in the Medieval series, or if it just has like a similar name. But you know, I think Sony might. One like hope for them is actually surprise us maybe with one more older franchise they're bringing back. Like they just brought back, you know, when they brought back Twisted Metal. And if Tomb Raider doesn't show up like just in a normal random conference, it'll probably be like a Sony conference. That's probably where that new Tomb Raider is going to show up at. Now when we get to Nintendo, they're gonna be showing the Wii U like crazy. What games are coming out either at the launch or shortly thereafter, like in the launch window of like the end of 2012, going into about the first couple of months of 2013. Which they're gonna show third-party games like they're gonna show Aliens, they're gonna show Metro, they're gonna show Darksiders 2, they're gonna show Assassin's Creed 3, they're gonna show and when it comes to like Nintendo first-party games on Wii U, there's supposed to be that new Super Mario Brothers Me coming, so that's probably gonna be that or some other Mario-related game. Whatever Retro's doing, which there's that supposed Star Fox Metroid crossover. I really don't care if that happens. People like ECCWE complain about something like that, and while I think the idea is kind of, and I would rather, you know, we've gotten on the Wii Metroid games by themselves, and we didn't get a single Star Fox on the Wii, and we haven't had an actual full-on Star Fox by itself game in a while. Why would you bring it back and decide to, instead of giving us a full-on Star Fox game, you cross it over with Metroid? I don't mind if this game happens, but don't have it happen now. If Retro's working on a game, it should be either F-Zerlo or Star Fox. And if it is Star Fox, then someone better be working on F-Zerlo. And if it's F-Zerlo, someone better be working on Star Fox. But I think if you want to bring Star Fox back, make it by itself. And then we could do a Metroid and a Star Fox crossover. But we need a Star Fox game by itself. So it's probably Star Fox what they're working on. And then I expect maybe a new F-Zerlo to show up either on Wii U or 3DS, or maybe both. Maybe we'll have like F-Zero 3D, and then like I have F-Zero Z, like my custom cover, like an F-Zero Wii U type game. Maybe both of them will show up. For me, I would be crying tears of joy because I love F-Zerlo. But like they're going to be showing some first-party games for the Wii U, and supposedly there's like Eternal Darkness 2 coming, so that might be coming up at E3 as well, on top of the retro game, and Pikmin 3 is going to be there as well, and then Luigi's Mansion is going to show up for a 3DS, but there's also been talk about it being like a Wii U game as well, so that might be like a Wii U and 3DS game actually, you never know that, and that's why they're holding off, and then it will release on both. When it comes to the 3DS, I see them talking about, they're going to be talking about that new Super Mario Bros. 2, they're going to be talking probably more on Animal Crossing, more on, what is it? What is it? I'm missing now. More on Animal Crossing, more on, what's the other game? Oh, it's Paper Mario. There'll probably be more on Paper Mario. I expect we're gonna hear a Fire Emblem Awakening like localization announcement that's coming. You know, maybe over the summer would be kind of cool. And like a few more Nintendo franchises announced. Probably Advance Wars. Advance Wars probably, or well, I would hope for an Elite Beat Agents, but that might Elite Beat Agents too. But that might be a little too much to ask for. But that's what I'm hoping for. Like I said, F-Zerlo maybe. If Retro's working on a Star Fox on Wii U, we might not be hearing about new Star Fox 3DS just yet. Maybe next year in 2013 Z3 or Nintendo Direct something. And basically, we're going to hear more on probably some third-party games for coming to the 3DS, like Theater Rhythm, Final Fantasy, Rhythm Thief, Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance, Heroes of Ruin, and stuff like that. We're going to be pretty much hearing more on third-party games that we already knew about, more on third-party games we didn't know about, more on Nintendo first-party and second-party games we already knew about, and more on more on and some ones we didn't know about, like either not localized yet or not even announced at all. And then I do believe Nintendo needs some DS and Wii and original Wii announcements. For DS, Pokemon Black 2 and White 2, Pokemon Conquest comes out like a week after. They can hype that up. Fire Emblem, Heroes of Light and Shadow, Nintendo. That's still another Fire Emblem we need. You can announce 2 Fire Emblems in one E3. The world will not blow up if you do. I would like to hear both. And then basically that could be it for the DS, and then for the Wii, we're gonna hear more on Last Story. We're gonna hear more probably on Epic Mickey 2, which also the Epic Mickey on 3DS will probably be talked about as well. Like I forgot that. We're gonna probably hear more on the Kirby Anniversary Collection, 20th Anniversary Collection. Probably more on Pikmin New Play Control. I expect Pandora's Tower to be announced to come to America. Fatal Frame 2 to be announced to come to America. Maybe Dragon Quest Collections, and that's practically it for the Wii. Like I said, I think what E3 2012 for Nintendo needs to have is not just the just like pushing Wii U out there and pushing 3DS out there, but it needs to show that, okay, for people who still have the DS and people who still have the Wii, there's still some more DS support out there, so you guys can have a little bit more support. And for you Wii owners out there, we know the Wii U is not out yet, so here's some little bit more support leading up into that. And we already stated that we don't want to push you guys in the Wii U yet, so there will be a little bit more Wii support going into 2013. Maybe not a whole lot, but we're going to have something for you. This E3 needs to be a big bang send-off for the Wii, because this is the last E3 in which the Wii, the original Wii, is the only Nintendo console, the current generation home Nintendo console. So they need to do something to send it off, and I think that's what Pandora's Tower, Fatal Frame 2 Wii Edition, Project Zero Wii Edition, whatever you want to call it, and Dragon Quest Collections might hopefully have in store. We don't know much about Earthseeker yet because Ben Bateman's still thinking about that, so thoughts about that being at E3 are slim to none, but that could always be a Nintendo Direct. But like I said, that could possibly also be a Wii U download title, but I hope it's both a Wii U download title and a Wii physical disc. And like I said, that's about it on that. And so basically that's my E3 predictions. Microsoft mainly Kinect and Halo. Sony mainly like their God of Wars and Last of Us, and one of them are probably going to show their console. I don't know for sure. Then the Wii, and then for Nintendo, they're going to show Wii U a lot, 3DS a lot, and there's still going to be some Wii and DS announcements. That's my predictions. Hope you guys liked it. Peace. Please subscribe if you want to, and see you guys later in my next video.